Before moving here, I had a mental list of things I was absolutely convinced would be difficult. Language, bureaucracy, becoming a functional human in a country that didn't raise me. Well, yes, some things are complicated, but the things I actually struggled with as an American were not on the list. These are the things I thought would be hard that very much were not. And these are the things that quietly rewired my brain instead. I thought bread would be easy. You buy it, you forget about it. You rediscover it later in a bag that you regret. What I didn't realize is that bread here is a daily relationship. You don't stock up, you don't plan ahead, you just show up. Like bread is a living thing that expects consistency and emotional availability. Miss a day? That's on you. There's no backup loaf quietly waiting at home. Bread does not believe in emergencies. And at some point, I realized this wasn't inconvenient. It was grounding. Bread doesn't ask you to optimize. It asks you to participate. And then there's windows. I assume problems would require solutions. But here, most issues are solved by opening a window. Too hot? Window. Too cold? Also window. Sick? Window. Emotionally confused? Window. At first, this feels incorrect, like you're actively making the situation worse. But then you realize the window isn't about temperature. It's about resetting the air. There's something deeply reassuring about the idea that not every problem needs a product. Sometimes it just needs oxygen.
This place needs some oxygen.
And then I thought milk would be milk. It is not. Milk here comes in boxes. Little boxes and little bottles. Not the giant jugs we have back home. On shelves, not refrigerated. Ultra pasteurized. Which means that every time you see it, your brain has to do a quick internal systems check like, is this milk or is this juice pretending to be milk? And yes, it's milk, ultra pasteurized. Shelf stable, calm, completely unconcerned with your American upbringing. The real adjustment isn't drinking it, it's trusting it. Somewhere in my brain, a tiny alarm still goes off every time I open one, but I thought doors would be normal. They are not. Doors here are decisive. They don't drift. They don't hesitate. When a door closes, the door has made a choice. And they all open by pushing, not pulling. Which means every American has had their moment. You know, that moment where you pull and it does not move, and suddenly you're performing confusion in public because, see, in America, our doors pull, not push. Let's not even mention the front door, the locking mechanism that you have to spin around several times to get it right. The door knows what it wants. You do not. I thought proportion sizes would be an adjustment. But what I learned is that items here aren't trying to prove anything. It's not auditioning, it's not negotiating. It's just enough. Case in point, I once tried to buy rubbing alcohol, isopropyl alcohol, in every American home, clinic, or hospital. This is what I ended up with. 20 milliliters. Okay, maybe 30, 40. Ethanolum. Oh, they have isopropyl, but you have to go to a paint store or a hardware store. It's used only for technical cleaning, not bacterial cleaning. No one knew what I was talking about when I asked for more, because apparently the assumption is, why would you need more than this? Nothing here is bulk-based, it's intention-based. Don't ask about the tiny bottle of peroxide. But then, all I wanted was a calendar, a normal calendar, with the full month in front of me, horizontally, like time intended. So I scooted on down to the stationery store. And instead, this is what you get. Days stacked vertically, like time is being filed instead of displayed. It turns out this changes how you think. You stop scanning weeks, and you start moving day by day. It's less about planning the future and more about showing up for what's next. You see, none of these things were hard. They were just different. And different doesn't always mean difficult. Sometimes it just means that you laugh, you adjust, and you stop assuming that everything needs fixing. So if you've been watching this and thinking, why is this weirdly accurate? It's probably because you're a Czech expat. Subscribing helps this channel cross a big milestone, and it lets me keep documenting the small, oddly specific things that no one warns you about until you fully integrate. No rush.